as we say in Spanish, and welcome to Planet Friendly's channel. Today we're going to be talking about why we need to stop climate change and how, by yours truly, Planet Friendly. Remember to like and share this video with your family and friends so that we can all learn how to help our planet thrive. Let's just stop all this talking and get right into the next slide. Here we are, the table of contents. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the problem cycle. And the problem cycle are basically a bunch of problems that contribute to each other. See, vehicle pollution and factory pollution are both pollutions that speed up climate change, and they worsen natural disasters, which increases the amount of natural disaster pollution, which goes back to the pollution that speeds up climate change. You see, it all contributes to each other. Good news is there are solutions. That's why we have the solution set. There are a couple of examples that kind of connect to the problems that I have in the problem cycle, like electric vehicles, solar panels, human-powered micromobility, and how we can help. Well, let's just get right into the next slide. All right, here we are at the introduction. Let's talk about it. Today I'm going to talk about some problems from climate change and some solutions. There's a problem cycle that negatively impacts the planet and people. The problem cycle includes vehicle pollution, factory pollution, natural disasters, and natural disaster pollution. The good news is there are solutions to these problems. The solution set includes electric vehicles, human-powered micromobility, solar panels, and practical ways that we can all help. In the slideshow, you will learn about these problems and some solutions to start helping now. All right, let's move on. Here we are, vehicle pollution. What is vehicle pollution? Well, gas vehicles produce emissions which have pollutants and greenhouse gases. When these emissions go into human lungs, they can lead to health issues, and when greenhouse gases mix into the atmosphere, it creates an unhealthy environment. Why is vehicle pollution a problem? Well, the Environmental Protection Agency says that in the United States, transportation accounted for the largest portion, 29%, of U.S. GHG emissions in 2019, most of which come from cars and trucks. If vehicles keep producing greenhouse gases, our atmosphere will not have enough space to hold it all, and things will start going wrong with our planet and people. Question, how can we get more electric cars out there? Moving on. All right, here we are at a second problem, factory pollution. What is factory pollution? Well, a factory is a big building that makes and generates things for people and places. These big working facilities also produce toxins and gases from fossil fuels into the atmosphere. So a factory is something that makes things, right? Like, let's take ice cream, for example. And then to use the energy and to make energy, they have to burn fossil fuels, which creates pollution. So factory pollution. Why is factory pollution a problem? Well, factories are contributing a lot to the pollution cycle, which is making climate change speed up. Sciencing.com says industry and electrical generating factories contribute slightly more than 50% of greenhouse gases. As you can see, factories can be one of the worst polluters on Earth. If the pollution cycle accelerates, climate change will speed up even faster. Question, clearly we need factories to make things, but can we do it without polluting? Right, on to problem 3. Wow, we're at problem 3, natural disasters. What are natural disasters? Well, pollution is speeding up climate change. It's making temperatures rise in the ocean, which is powering more storms like hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons. These storms can cause natural disasters by destroying towns and cities all over the globe. Why is natural disasters a problem? Well, climate change is making natural disasters worse. The U.S. Geological Survey says with increasing global surface temperatures, the possibility of more droughts and increased intensity of storms will likely occur. Storms can also cause wildfires that kill trees. We need trees to filter the air we breathe. More fires means less trees to filter greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. This cycle of destruction can do damage to many things. Question, are there ways to stop the speeding up of climate change? This is an important question since we know pollution from vehicles and factories are worsening natural disasters. Nailed it. Let's go on to the next slide. Here we are, the last problem of the day, natural disaster pollution, which connects to natural disasters. What is natural disaster pollution? Well, the National Center for Biotechnology Information says a disaster is a hazard resulting in significant physical damage, loss of life, or impact to the environment. Disasters like earthquakes, War and volcanic eruption add to air pollution. Disasters disrupt the air quality within airsheds for a long or short period. Well, why is natural disaster pollution a problem? Well, with pollution accelerating climate change and climate change making stronger natural disasters occur, this all leads to natural disaster pollution. The UN Environmental Program says pollutants are usually released into the environment through cycles that flow between air, land, and water until they are buried in lakes or deep ocean sediments. However, wildfires, floods, volcanic eruption, tsunamis, or earthquakes can release these elements suddenly and in large quantities. Natural disaster pollution is a problem because it disrupts the air balance and adds more pollutants into the air, adding with the ones from cars and factories in a problematic cycle. Question: what can we do to stop the problem cycle? Alright, problems are done, now to solutions. Alright, here we are, our first solution, electric vehicles. And this one kind of connects to the first one, vehicle pollution, because it's the solution for that one. What are electric vehicles? There are many pollutants on our Earth that we have started to fix. For instance, a popular topic is electric vehicles. An electric vehicle is just what it sounds like. You can tell an electric vehicle if there are no tailpipes, if you don't smell something nasty while you're walking, and you will just hear the wheels. People are starting to buy electric vehicles more and more throughout the U.S. Why? Why don't we see more electric vehicles? Well, making batteries is really expensive. When it costs more to make something, the price is usually higher. For an example, according to Cox Automotive, an electric car costs around $55,000 and a gas car costs around $45,000. The difference between them is $10,000, which is a lot of money for many people. But Massachusetts Institute of Technology says that electric cars have the lowest costs and emissions over time. This means that electric vehicles are a better deal overall, even if they cost more at first. Question: can you figure out other ways to make electric cars less expensive? Next solution, here we come. Here we are, human-powered micromobility. You've probably never heard of this one, but let me teach you about it. What is human-powered micromobility? Whenever you are riding a bike or a scooter, you are using your energy to power the vehicle. This is called human-powered micromobility. It is active modes where humans are powering the vehicles that they use. Not like a car you just drive around with the gas and turn the wheel. Why is micromobility so important? Well, micromobility has really good health benefits. The International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity saw there was evidence that e-cycling can improve cardiorespiratory fitness in physically inactive individuals. This means that micromobility can help inactive people get healthy. How? Well, biking, running, scootering, cycling, and walking are some fun examples of human-powered micromobility. You learned about that. Well, let's mosey on to the next slide. What is a solar panel? Well, a solar panel is a non-mechanical device that converts sunlight into electricity. Solar panels can convert sunlight into electricity instead of burning fossil fuels to produce energy for factories, communities, homes, batteries, and anything else that uses electricity. Why are solar panels so important? Solar panels can have a positive impact on the problem cycle. The U.S. Energy Information Administration says solar energy systems and power plants do not produce air pollution or greenhouse gases. Using solar energy can have a positive indirect effect on the environment when solar energy replaces or reduces the use of other energy sources that have larger effects on the environment. So if we use solar panels in factories, it will decrease the amount of pollution. Question: how can we get more solar panels to be used in factories? Okay, we're going to our last slide. Get ready for it. Last slide, our conclusion, how we can help. This is to close it all up. Today I talked about some parts of the problem cycle and some solutions to help with climate change. Some parts of the problem cycle include vehicle pollution, factory pollution, natural disasters, and natural disaster pollution. Some solutions include electric vehicles, human-powered micromobility, and solar panels. If you are motivated to find some solutions like I am, here are 10 impactful ways we can help from the United Nations Act Now program. Try one of these methods today. For example, YouTubers have started a campaign called Team Seas, raising money to take trash out of the ocean. Try to donate to this cause or start your own. I would really encourage you to donate to this cause because it's a really good cause. People are taking action to reduce our impact on this big shift on Earth. How are you going to help? Well, I have some solutions over here, so let's just take a look over here. Start with 10 impactful actions. Our lifestyles have a profound impact on our planet. Our choices matter. Around 2/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions are linked to private households. The energy, food, and transport sectors each contribute about 20% of lifestyle emissions. From the electricity we use to the food we eat to the way we travel, we can make a difference. Take a look at the action guide and start with 10 actions to help tackle the climate crisis. All right, save energy at home. So maybe try to not leave your lights on. Walk, bike, or take public transport. Try to do that to school, maybe, or work, maybe more than some of the time. Eat more vegetables. It's healthy for you and it's healthy for the environment. Consider your travel because planes produce a lot of emissions and we don't want all those emissions going out at one time. So try to decrease your amount of traveling. Throw away less food. Try to clear your plate as much as you can during dinner, lunch, or breakfast. It really helps. I'm sure you've already heard of this one. Reduce, reuse, repair, and recycle. We always want to work on this. Maybe try to change your home source of energy. If you're using gas instead of electricity, try to convince your family to use electricity. Like I was saying on my last slide of solar panels, they're really helpful. Try switching to an electric vehicle if you can to get your family because it really does produce less emissions. Choose eco-friendly products. Try to choose products that look eco-friendly and are not just made out of all plastic that you can maybe reuse or compost. And last but not least, and my favorite one of all, speak up. I want to hear people more speaking about what they feel. And your voice counts if you just make it loud and clear and find the facts and find the solutions and problems. People will listen to you because we can all make a change. Thank you so much for tuning in today to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed, and remember to like and share this video with your family and friends so we can make our planet thrive. And bye, or as we say in Spanish, adios.